This is the costume part of a grant that Edmund Cooper and Aaron from Emergent Arts got to have a guest artist, myself, a costume designer, come in and work with the students who are interested in doing costumes for the ballet.
I'm friends with the people here at Emergent Arts. I've taken several classes here, and they needed some older helpers to help with the class. So I was asked, because I'm very interested in costume design and fashion, if I could come help work on the class.
I have always done costumes. I actually do particularly mascot costumes for commission on occasion. I have worked with Eddie on multiple occasions, both on set and on now costumes for the Nutcracker.
I've always really liked cosplaying, and so my dad thought it'd be a good idea to get me into here. My grandma got me into sewing like a couple years ago, so I've been sewing for a little while.
I've been working with these students to create costumes. I designed them, and we talked about how the design process worked, and we've gone through the steps of making patterns and making mock-ups and going to make the real garments for the ballet, for the Nutcracker.
Right now we're going through a fitting. We've been sewing costume pieces for several of the characters, and each of us in the class has been working on individual parts of the costume. I've been doing sleeves for Victorian era pieces.
The adult party scene is the one I'm doing. For this part of the grant, they're hoping that they'll get more funding like they did with the set. They had like 3 in a series for the set design, and they're hoping they can do costume design the same way so that the students can have more exposure to what a professional costume designer does for a ballet and how that works.
It's a very unique opportunity in the community, for people to get involved who may not necessarily be in the ballet but can still contribute to it.
For me, it's been a very rewarding experience because I teach college students who are wanting to become professionals, so that they're interested in that way. These students want to be learning about costumes and clothing and construction that some of them have never sewn before, so they're learning how to do sewing machines. So it's rewarding for me to help them accomplish a dream of learning to sew or to work with fashion or whatever.
It helps a lot of the students become familiar with elements of design. It's a pretty unique opportunity. I had never really gotten to take a costume design class before, so it's helped us learn sewing, and we've made the pieces from scratch, from original Victorian patterns, so we've made our own patterns.
I've always enjoyed seeing people wearing the things and enjoying the things I've created.
I think it's important to support the arts in general, but especially dance and ballet, because that is something that takes a lot of hard work and it's very athletic. They have to start young to be able to become a professional dancer with a company, and I think that gives the children here in Hot Springs and the surrounding area a good footing to start and get to maybe a professional level like Mr. Eddie did.
It definitely allows people to get involved creatively in ways that they didn't get involved before. It's not just about dancing or acting, but there's all different layers of things that are involved, from costume design, set design. It really brings a lot of different people from the community to become involved that wouldn't have be otherwise.
I think that in the future I could use these skills to say make other costumes and stuff.
Every human and living thing has a form of creativity, whether it be musical or physical, such as dance or painting or whatever you consider art. Ballet, specifically the traditional type, is a bit scarce.
The arts are always important because they touch all learning modalities. All the arts help the individual tap into their own potential in a very creative way. And not everyone can be a soccer player, not everyone can be a football player, and not everyone can be a dancer, but they can at least try and get creative. And there's more behind the scenes, as well as that principal dancer. That one dancer may have 100 people that's helping them behind, from light grips to directors to choreographers, scenic designers, costume designers, technicians who work on that. And it can help the children find out a place where they can come alive. I've seen the arts do that with so many people.